Patrick Show.
Thanks for listening to Dan Patrick On Demand. This is today's interview with John Krasinski. Dan Patrick On Demand is brought to you by Radio Shack.
He's a great actor on The Office, one of my favorite shows. He's John Krasinski. He's in the movie Leatherheads with George Clooney, and that opens nationwide starting today. Joining us on the Dan Patrick Show. How are you, man?
Morning, Dan. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. I saw where you ripped off my porn mustache and used it in the Utica episode last night. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I meant to talk to you about it. And, I'm not going to say it looked better on me. I'm not going to.
Well, you know what's interesting, John, is that people use other actors as inspiration or models, and I'm going to assume that that's what you did for the Utica episode.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
That's fair. Just as long as you're honest with me.
Yeah, Lord knows who Clooney or Carell used, but I use you.
Okay. Now, in the movie, who do you give me the football player that you model yourself after? Who's the bullet trying to emulate?
I think that it would probably be Red Grange out of Illinois. I did my research. Come on. It's funny. When I was playing the part, I really had a good time doing a little bit of research and sort of finding out that, the beginning of football was very similar to the way we do it in the movie. The only difference was when Red Grange came into professional football, it wasn't really football. It was more like a rock show. They took him through the country 5 games a week, and even if he had a sprained ankle or a broken finger or something, they were like, get out there, because it was just about the spectacle, not really the game.
Well, does that happen on The Office, that if you get hurt, they just say, just get out there?
Yeah, it's unbelievable how hard they are on The Office, especially. With background work, they're the hardest. If you're sick or you've broken anything, they say, get back there and stand behind Steve's talking head now.
If I said, let's pick a team to play football with The Office staff, who's my number one pick?
In real life or in a television show?
In Office life.
In Office life, I think you got to go with Rainn Wilson, believe it or not. I think that Dwight would be your number one pick.
Why?
The amount of dirty play that he would be willing to accept and do for you, especially if you were playing QB, Dan. He would literally murder someone for you.
I like that about Dwight. I think he's my I want him on my team. He's John Krasinski, and he's in the movie Leatherheads that comes out today. I saw one of the reviews, John, and it says you ooze niceness.
That's what I actually have a biological problem with that. Some people have bigger sweat glands, and I actually ooze niceness, which is weird.
We did have Clooney on. I like to call him Clooney, not George, but we had.
Yeah, I like to call him McCloon.
Okay, so we had the Kloonmeister on, and we were talking hoops, and he said that you were pretty cocky and thought you had some game. This is what the Kloonmeister had to say about John Krasinski.
I did kick Krasinski's ass,
How big is John? 6'5"?
6'3". He looks huge, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, but maybe everybody on The Office is short.
Well, he's big and lanky, and he goes, I'll play you for $1,000, and I'll spot you 6 points. And then I said, I'll tell you what, listen, you're not going to beat me if you spot me 6 points, so I'll play you straight up for another $1,000. So we waited for 4 months just talking crap to each other, and the last day we went to the YMCA, and I beat him to death. That made my day.
What do you think, John?
I think you got to let it go, Dan. I think we all have to let it go. No, he's right. He did beat me. It was my foolishness. I had no idea he played basketball that much. My friends were like, did you read Vanity Fair? Which I think is a really odd question. And they said he plays twice a day, and he built a court on Warner Brothers' lot.
But did you read Vanity Fair a trick question, John?
I think it is. Thank you for saying that, Dan. I mean, I don't like it when my friends try to pin me into a weird place.
I know a big Red Sox fan. Celtic fan?
I got to say, huge Celtic fan. And, it's an awesome time to be a Celtics fan, too, because not because they're doing well, but, the energy back with the team, because I think that Boston Celtics fans were a little low-key for a long, long time. And I just went to a game over Thanksgiving, and, seeing every little kid wearing a Celtics shirt, that hasn't happened in a long time.
What do you have to do to get courtside? Are you a big enough star to get courtside at Laker game?
I think I am a big enough person. I mean, I think that if you just throw some physical weight around, you're going to get courtside seats. And my brothers are also 6'8" and 6'9", and the three of us could really move some weight around the room.
Yeah, but you got to be a big star, John. You know, Brad Pitt wants to sit there, Brad's there, Diane Cannon. But if you call the Lakers and say, well, you'd have your publicist call. Could you get courtside seats?
I would definitely tell you that I'm big time enough to be like, yeah, give me courtside seats. But the truth is, if my publicist called and said the guy from the office wants to sit courtside, they'd be like, that's really sweet. Who's that? They would not know who.
Okay, but who would you bring? I said you can bring any starlet because you have to have arm candy if you go to the game.
Yeah, or you have to take the hit and be the arm candy. So I just go with Jack because he has the best seat.
If I said you can win an Emmy for The Office or the Celtics win the title this year.
Wow. Now, me personally or the show? When
you.
Oh, then I'd definitely give the Celtics the title. Let's do this.
Okay, well, you guys have already won an Emmy for, the ensemble, but if the ensemble could win another for The Office, what do you do?
Oh, God, I think I have to now go back to my team on The Office. I got to give them the award.
How would Michael be as a coach of a team or a manager?
He would be probably be one of those amazing sort of little league type coaches who gets really, really, really fired up and probably bored by the third quarter and not really sure who's winning or anything and just thinking about the pizza party that we're going to have afterwards.
Those vignettes, though, how hard is it for you when they say, all right, we're just going to have the camera on you and you're just shooting reaction or you're just commenting on what has or will happen?
It's always hard, but at this season, now that we're in our fourth season, Steve knows exactly how to make me break. So anytime he gets way too close in proximity to my face, or if he starts to get emotional in his scene, there's no way I'm going to make it through. So oftentimes you'll see a very close-up shot on Steve in those scenes because that's the only one they can use.
The movie is Leatherheads, talking to John Krasinski. It's out today nationwide. What still hurts on your body after the movie, John?
I'm not sure my right leg still bends all the way. Sadly enough, I pulled every single muscle. The first take, we had to run more than 10 yards.
Did you pull a groin?
I almost did, but it moved to the quad.
No, I mean yours. Did you pull a groin?
Oh, did I pull my groin? No, that's what I mean. I didn't pull the groin. That stretch I was very careful to do every single day.
And I will bring it up to you as I brought it up to the Kloonmeister. Renee Zellweger's a very good kisser.
I didn't even get to kiss her, which I got to be honest, I'm going to look back through my contract. I'm pretty sure that was in there.
Good luck, and good luck with the movie, John. Good luck with The Office as well.
Oh, Dan, thanks so much. I'm a big fan, so thanks for having me on.